Hello everybody, we're going to be going into the third installment of Tiberius' Road to Diamond. We're watching Tiberius as he goes ahead and plays. So far we've seen two TVPs, both on Antigua Shipyard, and just watching how this gameplay progressed from Game 1 to Game 2 over a certain period of time. Now we have our first TVT that we will be able to look at. So before we go ahead and start taking a look at the game, just go ahead and check out Revoki. That is Tiberius' team. He does a lot for Revoki. We're incredibly appreciative of that. Go to teamrevoki.com, facebook.com/Revoki. Just show some appreciation, because also recently Revoki put on a show match between White Raw as well as Empire Cass, and that was an amazing series. So if you guys want to get more of those kind of show matches going on, and just appreciate and support Revoki, please. It's awesome. Especially because I got the Cass and it was so cool to see those games. So now we're going to go ahead and just watch as Tiberius will be playing Hmc.Panic, the red Terran in the bottom. We are on Shattered Temple. And we have me now going busy. There we go. Okay. So now Panic is going to go be here in the bottom going up against Tiberius. Shattered Temple, ladder game. First TvT that we've seen. But something I'm definitely going to be looking for Tiberius to do, considering how his previous TVPs have gone, is watch the tank placement. That's going to be a huge thing that I want to see Tiberius do well, is get that build order down well and get your unit's positioned correctly, and watch for expansions. TvT is a very intriguing matchup on multiple levels, just because of the fact that you have to deal with such volatile engagements, yet they're replaceable right after. With the dominant units being Marines and tanks, you've got to watch the tank numbers, but Marines can be considered fairly expendable in that respect. So considering that we're going to see a lot of those units going on, I really want to see angles engagements, drop play, delay tactics, and other various things. Like right now, Tiberius is actually doing a good job of us harassing, which is not something you usually see Terrans do, but still as you see, and Panic is, well, I guess almost panicking. Repairing this SCV is completely unnecessary. He's not going to lose that SCV at all, but hey, I guess Panic wants to play uberly safe. So, Tiberius, your orbital command is really late. That's not a good thing at all. That's got to be coming out the second this barracks is done. Are you repairing your barracks now? Or what are you attacking your barracks? Alright, attacking your barracks is not the smartest thing ever, but I will let that go. But, interesting. Alright, so now Tiberius, let's see, you've got your refineries out. Are you probably going to open with Banshees, so that you do that in TVP. It's a common TVT opener. We're going to see the factory go down probably right there. Yep, there we go. Perfect timing on the gas on that, so nice. SCV production definitely needs to be up there. We can see right now you're already behind. That should not be the case. But part of your economic, unfortunately, behind this is the fact that you also delayed your orbital command for a while. You can see that your mule's just been brought down now, and his mule has got half of its life ahead of yours, which you can see is gonna. Well, actually, he might actually end up dying on his return trip, or will he be able to return that successfully? He will barely return that successfully. That's kind of cool. Here's a command center going to be going down. That's good. So you're going for some kind of fast expansion with possible Banshees, I'm thinking. Starport, Tech Lab, possibly Tech Lab. So probably Banshees with the expansion. Interesting play. He's doing faster Banshees, so you're gonna have to defend against that. As for detection, you just have your orbital commands. There's no engineering bay out for you yet. You're gonna play low on that and probably just go for the Banshees. Let's go for tanks. This could also be good for tanks too. I'm just expecting Banshees because of you like opening Banshees in TVP. I think you're actually missing. Yeah, you're missing all that. So all you see is just two barracks. That's gotta be. Considering you just scanned it, you might be thinking it's an expansion going down or something, because this could be play like that. But we've got Banshee going down for him, no cloak. You are going for tanks, and you're building a reactor in your starport. Alright, cool. So I like the fact that you're deviating your build orders from TVP and TVT. You're supply blocked, which is bad, but you're going to fix that in a second. But the command center will probably fix it almost as fast as those as those supply depots. Maybe you'll have to get your build order farther into the game than what you probably have, which means you're most likely going to you're probably more likely going to be wanting to get that new build order to get those supply depots faster, and just have one in between the time that his command center is built and when it finishes, so you can make sure you don't get supply blocked. That'll be a huge point getting better, because you can see how far behind you are economically, especially when you see what damage this Banshee is going to be able to do to you. Starport's going down. He is getting cloak. It's actually a blunder for him to get the Banshee and then the cloak. You want the cloak first so you can have it done better. So that's just no for him. Siege mode's going down. You still have a few Marines. Let's see your numbers. Okay, when you get one more, you should have one more guy on these minerals before you do the whole rally thing. So you should just grab that guy and send him down here. Like I just did it for you, but it's in the replay. It's not going to actually do that in gameplay. So you're getting Vikings out. You might want to get one medevac or two before the Vikings, unless you see the if you see the Banshees, or just assume Banshees. I think you're just assuming Banshees. This is a rather scared move that you do not need to do. You're much better off just getting a single turret like here or something. That'll give you the detection. You have the range to attack with the Vikings, because now you're going to be able to lose all of these for free. And when he retreats with the Banshees, he can take this out without any fear of retribution, because he's got the Cloak Banshees. Now he's going to move in. You need to scan right now. You need to scan. There's the scan. Nice move. You gotta be careful. You need that sooner so they can't retreat like this and then stay alive. Well, that Banshee may go down. That's purely lucky for you. But this guy's almost out of energy. You're following it. Follow it. Follow it. Follow it. Oh, you gotta follow the shimmers. Oh, you can take that out. Take it out. Tiberius. Tiberius, do it. Do it. One more shot. One more shot. One more shot. Oh, this is so close. Retreat. 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 Okay, you retreat. Oh, it's so close to taking that guy out. Alright, and now you can go ahead, and it looks like you're just going to rally to your main. You should be taking these take these 5 guys and set them down here and get them. I can just go ahead and reverse the pattern there. This will be easier to defend. It's farther away from him, so it's easier to make sure that you stay alive in that respect. But what's really saving you is the fact that he has such a late command center in response to all of this. You're behind in SCVs, but you're going to be ahead in the income, I'm going to predict, and actually you're... Ah, looks like you are barely ahead. There we go, now the mules go down. So you're slightly ahead in that economy. You got 4 gases going. You're now getting the turrets around here, which is fine. I still think it's scary. I think the supply depot should not be there. Supply depot should probably be more along the lines of here or something. If you want, just have the turret down here, build a supply depot in here, make it more defensible. And now you've got turrets there. I don't know if it's defensible is actually a word, but it's more easy to defend. Easier to defend. I don't know what words you can use that all get the same point across. Alright, so now orbital commands running across there. Just supply block once again. You gotta watch that. You gotta keep darting your eyes to the top right and the bottom left. You want to really keep your eye on these corners of the screen so you can go ahead and just see if he's pushing in, see if he's dropping. You have control of the watchtower, which is one thing you have to really keep an eye on. You don't want to get the warning of you're being attacked and then you just look at your marine, he's dead, you don't see his army, you don't see if it's just a single Hellion or two that was just killing him off again the watchtower, if it's a full army going out for a full-blown assault. You're going for the safer expo. You honestly might want to go for the gold. The gold may really be a better choice for you because it's closer to your bases. You can defend it by pushing out. Because look, your attack pattern from here, you move out. Oh, he's hitting the gold. Whoop, defense. If you're pushing out here and you go into the attack and then he harassing the top left, it's woo, everything's dead. And that's not good. You don't want everything to be dead. So you might want to get the gold. It's more income and everything. You can just put a turret here, it's like that's like a really safe position for the Banshees. Maybe even one there if you want to, but honestly, one turret here, you have Vikings, Banshees will do nothing. Now he's really emphasizing Banshees. Actually, it's kind of odd. And now, okay, now I'm seeing some more Vikings. See the income. He's now ahead in the SCVs. Should not be the case. You've had 2 bases for much longer. Now you're getting to your 3rd base. You can move in here. If you get an orbital command, I'm going to be surprised. I would kind of expect you to get a planetary fortress because you didn't morph the orbital command first. In the future, you really may want to morph the orbital command first if you're going for that, just so you can get the more energy to get more mules down. But it looks like you're following the shimmer. Oh, if you have another scan, those things are so dead. Let's see, you have not enough, barely not enough, and oh, you lost sight of them. Wait a second, you rallied? Okay. Something was right over there. PF or orbital? You've got enough for both. Which one are you going to go for? Because you need to be in something. Orbital. Okay, that's good. Get it beforehand. But yeah, you really should be going in, because now you can see... Oh, are we going to see exactly what I was talking about? If he attacks this spot, your Vikings are all the way over here trying to find those Banshees, but he's just going to hide them, and he decloaks. Alright, he's got his third command center done. Getting more racks. Alright, and Orbital Command, you're getting turrets and good spots, but I think these Banshees can actually cliff these turrets. If they can cliff these turrets, you may be relatively delayed trying to defend that. What happened to your SCV? Did you harass more? Or are you just not building them? I think you might just be not building SCVs, and you've got to do that. You can see he's still building, you're not, and he's going to start out macroing even though he's got fewer bases than you do. So this is looking to be an interesting position. I want to see more SCVs. You're once again stopping them way too quickly. He's really starting to eclipse you in that count. Your tank count, though, is huge. Let's see upgrades 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And now we're gonna start seeing. Oh, he's gonna move down here over here. Can you actually see those Banshees? No, you're just dying. Now he is pushing forward. Okay. Cancellation, good. Where's your reaction? You're just bringing Vikings. Why don't you have more Marines? Scan, scan, scan. Die, Banshees. One more shot. Oh god. 12 kills for that Banshee. So now you're really behind the food count. Now you're really behind SCVs. That should spark you to rebuild. But where are the SCVs? You have no money. SCVs, you have money. SCVs, you have money. You're getting medevacs. SCVs, Tiberius. SCVs, SCVs. Let's see. Any questions? I don't see any questions in the chat. But he's now getting out his fourth command center. This guy should be rallying, or building this command center, or sending it over here, or something in the rocks. He should be getting the gold. You should be getting the gold too, because especially now you're doing it for this. Oh, once again, cliffing, good position. Vikings for vision, very nice. Taking out a few production facilities, good, good, good. You should be expanding behind this. No question about it. You're controlling him really, really, really decisively by this, and you need to do that. You also need to pull back those guys. You're bringing in Marines, but you're going to lose those medevacs. Yeah, that's almost full medevac that you just lost. So granted, it's great and all, but that could have been a lot more succinct in your decisiveness of killing him. In fact, it's actually going to warrant me rewinding, because this is an important engagement that you're trying to go for. Alright, so now, when are you trying to set this up? Let's see. Okay, here we have you setting this up. You have these guys, let's see, all your Marines. You have 14 Marines there, you're missing 5 there, okay, 4 there, 1 probably just popped or something. Still, so you have, let's see, tanks here. You've got 7 tanks. Those are not even all your tanks. Where are your other tanks? You've got 2 tanks here. Okay, these are your 3 tanks that are not with your army. Not one over there. It looks like the other one's popped. You have the other one there, and that guy. Okay, so you have these 5 tanks that are not with this push. They should be with this push. They should be coming. All this could be coming in together. You should have a lot more Marines. You have medevacs. You should never have almost equal amounts of Marines and tanks. Your Marines should be greatly outnumbering your tanks. You've got 6 Vikings, that's great, but he has greatly outnumbered. I don't know what you've scouted in terms of Viking numbers, but you can see right now he's got 12, which is a decisively higher count than 6. One might even say twice that amount, which is bad for you. 32 SCVs to his 61. You are down in 26 supply. This position that you're in right now is very disadvantageous. He's got a good count of tanks. He's got more Marines than you. But the big thing is SUVs. You have to basically win within the next 2 or 3 minutes in order to have a chance at this game. This attack that you're going for is hugely important. Now, you're getting this missile turret out, which is a intelligent move, but you've got to be aware of the fact that his Vikings are greatly numbering you and can greatly outrange that turret, especially when you're going to be needing to hold this area and have vision of this area in order to attack anything he pushes out for him. Therefore, if you're going to go for these turrets, put them here. You're going to need to wait for the medevacs you need to wait for these medevacs to come in before you do the push, because you need to elevate the Marines instantly in order to make this a complete push, like a real one-shot push. Actually, do this like one-shot push. You can just go ahead and attack him, kill him, do as much damage in that first shot as you can, because you don't want him having a ton of warning that you're doing this, because you can see he has no idea about this push. You're going to siege up here. This turret should be farther forward. There. First attack notification for him. His vision, he's going, oh god, I'm getting attacked. Now you're bringing your Vikings forward. Now you're bringing your tanks forward. You're bringing your Marines forward. Your medevacs are just now popping out. The medevac should be here. If you had waited, say, 10 seconds for the medevacs to get here, you could then be lifting up these Marines, dropping them down immediately. If you want to be kind of tricky and everything, and even grab this SCV that's under there and build turrets over here, because these Vikings cannot kill his alone. So he's now going to bring back, he's going to be pulling his Vikings over to attack you in a second. At least he should be doing that right now. There you go. Now he's pushing forward. You have the Vikings putting some nice vision up. You have your medevacs idle. Get these guys instantly here. You need the Marines. You're supposed to, when you have such overwhelmingly disadvantageous Viking attacks like this, you've got to pull back your Vikings and get the Marines to add DPS to kill these Vikings. You do that, you're okay. But as of yet, you're losing every single Viking, and you're about to lose an almost full medevac. Look at that, 5 Marines left in that, and then you can run that. And now your Marines are helping out. He's got a good defensive position over here. You're going to be able to only attack these guys, but you're doing a good bit of damage, which is fine, but you could do more. He's now landing the Vikings. You need to be retreating these guys. You need to get... You can't let the Marines engage alone. You have to get all of your siege tanks attacking as well, and for some reason they're in shadow. It's kind of an interesting glitch. Yes. Now you have no vision, you have no support. He can just basically wait for your scans to run out and then just move in. You should be retreating right now because you've got nothing giving you a good position to attack, and you really should be retreating. And now you see him scan. You're scanning, and you're getting lucky that you're able to do this. You end up killing all of his tanks. Pure luck. This is the engagement that he's handling horribly, and you're in a nice spot that's scaring him. He's panicking, which is making his oh god, he's got this medevac here. Just run across D-click, and all these tanks will be taking severe damage. You lose the medevac, though, it's so worth it. And now he's dropping the Marines single-handedly to die. Alright. This game is great to learn from. You won it, but you did a lot of things wrong. Your fact that you ended with 38 SCVs to his 62 is clearly indicative of the fact that you need to build a lot more SCVs a lot more quickly. Your army attack, your one decisive endgame attack, is great in terms of the thought process behind it, but the execution can definitely be improved. Get those tanks in better positions. Elevate the tanks too. That way you can leapfrog into his base more and more and more. Get the Vikings helped out by the Marines, and then that will help you win that Viking versus Viking battle. And if you win that, you win the position war, you kill off his production, you're set. But you need a better economy. You could have gotten another 2 bases behind this attack easily. At the very least, 2 orbital commands even inside your own base for better muling. When you're going for late game TvT, you definitely want more orbital commands, so you can sacrifice SCVs, and if you end the game with 38 SCVs, but you have 10 orbital commands, that's great. That's absolutely amazing. But you got harassed a lot and you didn't reproduce your economy. He had everything better than you, except his ability to deal with all of a sudden you being in a good spot. That's what won you that game. So still, learn. It's a great game, but continue to learn from this and improve for your next ones. And just take what you did right and continue, because that was a pretty solid game. let's see. Alright, so I don't see any have any questions, but this was a good game to learn from. Actually, a great game to pick out for me. So good job. Continue going forward in your gaming and your laddering and your league. That's what we want to see is get to diamond. That's what the whole thing's about. Tiberius' road to diamond. Everybody, please just show him some support. Show Revoki support, and definitely just support everybody in all of esports for the most grandest outro ever, or maybe the grandest. Don't need the most, but hey, more positives the better. Thank you all very much for watching.